Using Word effectively. Word 02, View Ruler.
A very useful tool when working with Word is the ruler. It's a good idea to switch the ruler on because once it's on once, it's on all of the time. If you go to the View menu, there is an option there to tick the box for ruler, and the ruler will appear at the top and also at the sides. Okay, so the grey areas of the ruler are the margins and the white area is your typing space. The ruler gives quite a lot of information, particularly relating to indents or to tabs. So for example, if I click on this paragraph, the indents, there aren't any indents, it's touching the left and the right hand side of the page, and there are no tabs set. But on this particular line, there is a right tab set. You might just about be able to see right tab underneath my mouse. It's slightly hidden by my mouse, but the right tab is set there, and that is how that text gets positioned in the right place. I've talked before about having your show hide switched on. If the show hide isn't switched on, it's quite difficult to see if text is arranged in a table. But again, the ruler is another good indicator that it is in a table. If you click into a table, you'll see the columns of the table with a gap in between, and you can see which column of the table your cursor is in at the time. So the ruler helps with being able to see that information. I would still recommend that you work with the show hide button switched on. When it comes to bullets or text that isn't touching the left margin, you can see if there's an indent. For bullets, there's something called a hanging indent, which I'll cover in more depth in a later session. But the top button indicates, the top marker indicates the position of the bullet, and the second marker indicates the position of the text relating to that bullet. So the indent on that bullet is different from the indent on this bullet. You can see that the gap changes, and those can be controlled accordingly. So have the ruler on. It gives you a lot of information about the current paragraph. It will change according to where your cursor is. And remember that a paragraph in Word is anything that's followed by a paragraph mark, or in the case of a table, an end of cell marker. That's treated as a paragraph as well.